You are standing on a platform in a train station. There isn't any wind, only a natural atmosphere of the nearby seaside vibe, and perhaps the odd bird hidden away in the thick greenery of the summertime trees. The platform itself is quiet. There is no one else there. You are away from any hustle and bustle, any hassles or stresses, appreciating the space that you have, both physically and mentally. In one hand, you have your train ticket, and in the other, the handle of your bag, which rests on the ground. The air smells clean and refreshing as you breathe it in. Notes of roses, lavender, bark, and even salt air can be recognized on each calming intake, loosening your body further. This trip is about finding relaxation and peace, and it's just beginning. Your train will take you across the land to a lodge deep in the countryside where you can take some much needed time for yourself. An old platform clock can be seen, showing that there is only 2 minutes until your train arrives. The clock has a round shape, designed with filigree brass hinges that attach to the platform wall. Its majestic minute hand springs around, silently announcing that there is 60 seconds until your journey begins. A seagull calls up above, as if wishing you well on your trip. It glides along the current of the breeze before disappearing over some trees. An air of silence becomes noticeable. Not a sound can be heard as you anticipate the arrival of your train. It is a peaceful moment where any worries, concerns, or distractions in your mind are not present. Your body, especially your shoulders, become loose and relaxed from the state of peace that you feel. This journey will do you good, and having some time to yourself is what you need for your well-being. The tracks can now be heard vibrating. You look down the line to see your train. One bright light adorns the face of the driver's carriage that pulls many cars behind. It begins to smoothly slow down as it glides past you. A slight breeze from its motion is felt. Stopping completely, there is a hiss from its brakes and a lowering of engine noise. With a click, the doors are unlocked. Your train is now ready to board. Picking up your bag, you walk towards a door. The large handle is easily pulled down as you open it outwards. Raising your leg, you climb aboard the carriage. Eager for your journey to start, you glance at the cabin numbers until you find yours. The hollow thud of your footsteps on the carriage floor slows down as you get closer to your place on the train. The number 333 indicates your location, a good omen for your journey. The number 333 is considered to be a good sign and means that although you may be full of thoughts which may contain worry or anxiety, you are indeed on the right path. Opening the door to your cabin, you place your bag down. In your cabin is a window seat and a very comfortable looking bed. The journey will take a while, so you have the option of either bed or seat. For the moment, you are contemplative in mood and choose the seat by the window. Your whole upper body limply sinks into the wonderful thick cushion of the chair. The weight off of your legs is a relief for sure. You see a conductor walking around closing the carriage doors. He seems to have a pleasant way about him. He smiles at you through the window and then closes the door to your carriage. As you wait to depart, you can feel your body melting and allowing any tension to be let go. Looking out of the window, everything seems so still and calm. You feel the same within. A state of contentedness enters your thoughts, which shifts away any distracted thinking. With a blow of the conductor's whistle, the engines of the locomotive begin to start up, revving and purring until the train begins to move. Slowly, the station platform scrolls past your window. A sense of excitement and relief is felt. Your anticipation of seeing something new is met as your carriage exits the station. A vast array of greenery with a landscape that is layered up to the horizon gives your eyes much to explore. Things that you perhaps never noticed are observed. Hedgerows segment the different fields, very much like looking at a patchwork quilt of squares. Each field is a different texture and colour. With the field being quite far away, there is time to place any thoughts you may have into each square or field. Whatever is on your mind in the way of worry or concern, you can send it away. Take a moment for yourself to do this. The warmth of the sun appears through the clouds, soothing your face muscles. Your facial expression begins to change, becoming less tense and more at peace. You are now much less bothered by any thoughts that may be shown in your mind. You are instead captivated by being present. The view out of the window and the expectation of your destination is more than enough to fend away any negativity. Your positivity grows as you soak up the warm heat of the sun through the glass. You can even see yourself glowing in the reflection. There is a little break from the enormous green fields as a village comes into view. You can see its cobbled streets, small cottages, and tidy gardens. It looks very pleasant and peaceful. Dog walkers inhabit a small park, throwing balls and sticks for their furry friends. The dogs bound around playfully, fetching with excitement. The pace of life down there seems very slow and calm. Gardeners with large hats tend to their fruit and vegetables in an allotment full of ripe vegetation. Strawberries, apples, peppers, potatoes, onions and carrots are just some of the things you can see. Again, all you observe is a very loose and serene manner of living. Seeing all of this uplifts your spirits, making you feel good. As more fields scroll into view, you decompartmentalize. You see a field of healing, a field of expectation, and another field of integrity. These fields send out energy from their green grasses through the window to you. Healing is felt as your mind begins to clear, shifting your perspectives to a quieter mind. Expectations are brought into balance as you become more observant of the present. And integrity builds up inside of you, letting you know that you can do what's best for yourself. Allow the relaxation of just being to take effect by sitting back in your chair or lying in the bed. The winding tracks flow beside the nearby coastal beaches. You watch as the soft waves gently lap up onto the sand. You are now able to see the sound of what you heard in the station earlier on. There is a peaceful and silent atmosphere as you look upon the large ocean that spreads across the horizon. The sun has slowly been setting. Whilst you were settling your mind, the faint red sky fades down with the sun just below the ocean, creating space for the coming night. Stars can already be seen in the darker areas of the sky, twinkling and sparkling in a hypnotic manner. Fog starts to sweep into your view as night begins to dominate the landscape. Your train now goes through a tunnel which hides the trees, the ocean, hills and valleys. The reflection of your face in the window echoes visually with peace. The dim lights inside your carriage keep you feeling safe as your mind begins to wander. You think about the positive and wonderful scenes you have seen so far, the calmness that you have felt, and the relief from thinking about anything. Your body rests back, sinking further into the plush material that you are rested upon. Perhaps a sigh of peacefulness is experienced. Every vibration of the train and its sound lull you further into a very relaxed state. As your carriage exits the tunnel, a scene of nighttime greets your eyes. Lights from nearby and faraway houses are dotted here and there through the fog. The moon is bright and fantastically glowing its light down on the lands through a misty haze. Only the outline and silhouettes of the landscape can be made out. Travelling now on a high bridge, you feel tall and confident inside. Another adjacent bridge, not so far away, can be observed. You can see its brickwork, its arches, and strength on display. Winding around on a loose bend, the tracks lead you to the other side of the valley. Looking down, a lighthouse slowly circles its beam to the ocean, to the land, and back again. The light illuminates through the fog with its powerful brightness. Being observant, you start to see words formed in the fog. You see the word worry. It's faint but noticeable, and as the lighthouse beam comes around, the word disappears. You now see the word doubt within the fog. Again, as the beam of light shines on the word, it fades away. Hypnotized by the lighthouse, you begin to create your own words, and as soon as the light reaches your word, it vanishes. Take a moment to clear your mind in this way. Having travelled a little further, you notice that there aren't as many houses with lights on. It's now late, and most people are now in bed, asleep. Now, having come away from the coast, motorways are sparse with little activity. Headlights from the occasional car drift across the roads. Towns and cities glow in the darkness of light, with an aura that fades the further up into the sky you look. Your eyes are becoming somewhat tired and heavy from trying to focus upon anything outside. You perhaps drift in and out of awareness the more you persevere. Perhaps even the sounds that the train makes disappear as your mind settles down. You can feel every muscle loosening very much from the peace that you feel in this moment. A slow, gentle descending and sinking feeling. It's okay. You can now relax as much as you want to. There is no need to think about anything. Maybe you feel that you have let go of most of the things on your mind, and now it is time to sleep. You can certainly do that here. Allow your eyes to close, if that is your desire. The scenery outside slides fast and also slowly, depending on how near or far things are. Trees, lampposts, bushes whoosh past in a blur, but the fields, cities, towns and night sky move much more slowly. Now travelling up into the mountains, ravines step down into streams and rivers, where the water sparkles in the moonlight. Hilltops are adorned with grassy knolls that peak sometimes higher than the far-off views that you observe. Deer, sheep, and other indistinguishable life is seen roaming this rural space. A bird of prey swoops down from the light of the moon, with its large wingspan helping it to glide. As the moon shines brighter than before and the fog has been left behind, you play a game of finding positive words within the rock faces of the mountains. In the shapes and patterns of the tremendous tall walls, words of encouragement and wisdom are etched. Each word is relatable and personal to you as you focus on these and accept them. Take a moment to recognize each word. The word peace displays itself within the rocks. You already feel this way, but this is a gentle reminder to always be at peace with any thoughts and thinking that you have. Confidence is clearly embossed in the stone face, bringing your attention to being confident in yourself and your decisions. Lastly, the word balance is observed, reminding you to take time for yourself when life perhaps gets too busy. The train now slowly descends downwards, away from the mountains of wise words. On this part of the journey, there really isn't much to see. It is dark, but you can still make out some of the landscape. As you close your eyes and ponder over the positivity you have felt so far on this train, your body relaxes immensely, sinking further into the soft material. You may notice that each breath is beginning to get deeper and longer as you let go and release yourself. Behind your closed eyelids, you think about your destination and your yearning to be there right now. Using your imagination, you begin to take yourself there. The almost silent rhythm of the train tracks starts to fade away. The vibrations that rock you into sleep become unnoticeable. The comfortable temperature in the carriage allows your body to loosen even more. You imagine that the train is now arriving at your destination. The sun is shining, and there is a great big blue sky to greet you. You arrive at what could only be described as the smallest train station. The platform is short, but very tidy, with a ticket office the size of perhaps 2 phone boxes. There is what looks like a fresh lick of paint on every surface. It looks brand new. The platform is made of decking veneered to a high shine, and steps that lead out of the station. An old grandfather clock can be seen neatly positioned next to a welcome sign, its pendulum swaying smoothly and silently. The hands on this majestic timepiece tell you that it is 8 o'clock in the evening. Opening the door of your carriage, you step off onto the platform. The remaining warmth from the summer's day is felt on your whole body, and the air seems fresh and clean. Walking along the platform, you notice that you are in the middle of a beautiful forest. Trees stand tall, with great plume-like branches that stretch out and wide. The forest is dense, quiet, and very tranquil. As you reach the bottom of the stairs, a dry dirt track becomes your new path. Large stones and boulders are a decorative edging feature that distinguishes the path and the forest. Following the dusty earth and the stones, you walk. Crickets chirp at a low volume, whilst the leaves of the trees rustle to the rhythm of the evening breeze. You feel ever so relaxed, and your mind is clear in every way as you enjoy your meander. Squirrels, birds, and many other wild creatures flurry around as you watch them in their own environment. Plants and flowers vibrantly display their beautiful colors as they stand proud on their stems. Truffles, toadstools, and mushrooms lend their earthy scents to the atmosphere. As the path widens, a large open area where a small clan of log lodges stand, maybe 5 or 6, dotted in various locations. They overlook a majestic bounty of gorgeous scenery. There is a waterfall with trees and hills either side. The waterfall spills into a lake, and the lake is surrounded by a generous amount of colourful flowers. Large leafy plants look as if they bloom here in this lush green oasis. With no other sounds but your own, you can now think clearly. There are absolutely no distractions. Even your mind is quieter than it perhaps has been for a while. The dry crackle of the dusty path beneath your feet is steady and also strangely calming. Each footstep takes you closer to your destination. The path now splits 2 ways, left and right. Either side of you are 3 log lodges, which are spaced out generously and evenly. Every one of them overlooks the waterfall and the lake below. You choose which lodge that you would like to stay in tonight, and begin to walk towards it. The dusty path turns to gravel, which leads up to your door. On reaching the lodge, you step up onto the porch. Everything is made of solid wood, from the floor to the beams and the lodge itself. There is also a wooden rocking chair with a thick cushion on its seat and back. Opening the door to the log cabin, you walk inside. Placing your luggage in the hallway, you take a quick look around to become familiar. Roses, carnations and lilies are placed in vases all around. Their scents are welcoming and soothing. You can see a staircase that leads to another level, a living space, a bathroom and a kitchen, all tastefully decorated throughout. Stepping back outside onto the porch, you allow your back and legs to stretch. Sitting down in the rocking chair, your whole body slowly melts downwards. A sigh of relief inhales the beautiful and natural aromas of this paradise. The waterfall provides a hypnotic sound of white noise to keep your mind clear, sparkling and splashing into the lake below. You take a moment for yourself, smelling the fresh air and absorbing the negative ions that the waterfall create. The sense of being refreshed is beginning to take effect. There may be sounds all around, but it also feels very silent. The word settled could describe this place well, or perhaps even the word grounded. Here, you don't have to think about anything. You are in the state of just being. The rocking motion of the chair makes you relax even further. As the sun sets, the color of the sky signals that nighttime is imminent. Purple, red and blue, all mixed together in a palette of beautiful colors, indicating that tomorrow will be another fine day. There are no clouds in sight for the stars to shine tonight. As it gets darker, the subtle movement of this leafy space rustles a whispering of sleep into your ear. Your eyelids become slightly tired and heavy as you try to concentrate on any soothing sounds that you may hear. With no more thought, you head inside. Closing the door, you pick up your bag and take it with you upstairs. As you climb each step, there are pictures of you on the wall. every photograph, you are seen smiling and thriving. Your dreams and desires have been projected into the frames of these pictures. Everything positive that you could have dreamed of is right there in front of you. You see the place where you are most happiest. You are with the people that encourage and motivate your soul. There are pictures of you doing what you do best, perhaps even as a career. In some photos, you are surrounded by all the things that bring you peace. You take a moment to look at the details in each photograph and begin to imagine them as you continue up the stairs. On reaching the top step and the next level, a sense of possibility fills your mind. Seeing the images on the wall has enlightened and struck a chord with the life goals you hold so dear. Now, walking into the bedroom, you place your bag on the ground and pull out some comfortable night clothes. Now wearing clothing that is better suited to sleeping, you notice it has now become quite dark. On the table beside the bed is a candle with some matches. You light the candle to give yourself a little illumination. Long white net curtains sway with the night breeze from the open French doors that lead to a balcony. The moonlight glows a blue hue on the curtains, whilst the candle flickers its shadows and warmer tint on the ceilings and walls. Now very tired, you sit down on the four-poster bed that takes up most of the space in the room. The solid bed is strong and also smells elegantly clean. Lying back onto the mattress, your head sinks into the most comfortable pillows that you have ever felt. Your whole body descends slowly into the mattress as each muscle relaxes. It's up to you if you would like the sheets pulled up, but it is warm enough to sleep without them. Each breath is now calmer than it has ever been. You perhaps feel an ache as your back adjusts to the relief it feels. From the scents of the flowers in the lodge, the aromas from outside, and the peacefulness you feel in this moment, you begin to let go. The room is warm, with but a gentle cool breeze blowing past the nets. You begin to fall asleep. Your toes splay into a natural position, each one sending a vibe of relief up through your body. The tops and bottoms of your feet feel loose and fresh as they ease down into the mattress. Each ankle provides a soothing sensation that works its way up to your shins and calves. Both knees pivot to a restful position, angling your thighs and quadriceps down into the soft surface beneath. You are hypnotized by the length and deepness of each gentle inhalation and exhalation, relaxing more and more. As you let go, your hips and pelvic area sink further and further into comfort, beckoning your back and spine to do the same. Thoughts begin to trend out as your stomach settles and your chest relaxes. The flickering of the candle makes your eyelids heavier and heavier as you lie there resting in a blissful state. Your arms and hands descend to sleep themselves. Your neck and head sink heavily into the plushly filled pillows. You completely let go. Your eyes are closed as your face droops down with a looseness. You are now asleep. Let this time be for rejuvenation, peacefulness, calmness, and rest. As your mind rests, you are reminded of the journey that you have taken today. The anticipation of positive change, allowing yourself to let go of things that may be bothering you, giving your mind and body permission to release anything negative, enjoying the experience of your mind wandering and visualizing, bathing your soul in natural and positive environments, imagining your dreams and desires becoming a reality, and last but not least, your ability to be at peace and be present without any mind chatter to distract you. Rest your mind, body, and soul now in the harmony and balance of what you have found in this moment. Sleep deep, sleep peacefully, and sleep well.